fake outs and traps, So as you all know, retail traders actually trade supports and resistance, né? So as you all know that on a certain level of a support there's a stop loss, and a certain level of a resistance there's a stop loss, né? So if I can make an example at this point, you can see this is a very significant resistance, né? This is a significant resistance, but by looking at this spikes here, you see if you had your stop loss just above this zone, you would have been triggered. You would have been triggered your stop, and then the price would have went down without you. The same appears here. There's a lot of spike here actually triggering all the stop loss just below the support zone, So there is a way you can actually see if they're gonna hunt your stop loss and then go to the right position. So a lot of people who start forex with trading basic, just trading support and resistance, ended up giving up because of they always feel like whenever they take a right trade, it would first hit their stop loss and then the trade would actually go in the right direction. So there's a way you can actually see where they actually trap the traders and where other stop hunt are. So it's very simple, it's very easy, and I'm gonna explain it for you. So if you're still new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and you click the like button. Please click the like button to actually show your support and just show that you actually love what I'm doing. So let's get into it. So I'm just gonna start with Euro Swiss. So Euro Swiss, this is what I'm talking about. The first thing you need to look at is to look for a significant level of resistance and support, and then look for a Quasimodo level. So I've explained Quasimodo on the previous video, explain it over and over again. So if you still struggle with Quasimodo, make sure you look at the previous video and you're gonna have a clue. So this is what you look for: a significant level of support or resistance. If you could just go and click here, you see that this is a significant level of resistance. You see, it's very significant. So by saying this level is significant, I know that there's a lot of stop loss at this point. There's a lot of stop loss. Let me just make an example. So there's a lot of stop loss here. A lot of traders put their stop loss just above this zone. So the market knows that there's a lot of stop loss it has to take here, but it doesn't have to just for example, it doesn't have to just go up and then go below down again. It won't do that. It has to take the stop loss and then decide to go on the right direction. So knowing that there's a lot of stop, they have to take off the stop loss and actually go on the right direction. So by doing that, what will happen is let me just delete here. What will happen is they're gonna trigger all this stop loss. So a lot of people who have a lot of stop loss at this point are gonna be triggered out, né? Are gonna be triggered out, and then what I said is you look for a Quasimodo. Where's the Quasimodo? Here's the Quasimodo here. So there's your left shoulder. Here's your left shoulder here, and then there's your head, and there's your structure breaker, guys. So this low, just making this low is not equal to this low, so showing that this is a downtrend. So basically it's a high probability that they're just moving up to take up the stop loss and then go into the right direction. So knowing that this is the lowest low, basically this is the lowest low, this is the lowest low, showing this is a downtrend. You see, this low is not equal to this low, so this is the lowest low. This one is just another confirmation then this trade is gonna be a downtrend. Basically the overall setup will be a downtrend. So this is just a trap going upwards, né? So knowing that there's a lot of stop loss, and then there's your Quasimodo level, you see. So knowing that there's a lot of stop loss here, they're gonna go up and take all the stop loss, and then just 10 on the QML level, and then goes down. So it's a very easy methodology or theory. So if I could just go on the group, it's gonna load slow a bit. Okay, let me just September. I should have wrote this down. So September. So there you have it. So as I was saying, so they just have to trigger the stop loss and then go to the right direction. So having all this stop loss at this point here, and then they will go at this zone. So this is a fake out zone. This is a night fake out zone. So I just want to show you the setup we had on the group. Or there it is. So this is more clean setup. So please bear with me. Okay, this is a more clean setup that I've just shown you guys on the group. If you're not in our Telegram group, you're not gonna get this setup. So as I was saying here, this is a fake house because there's a lot of stop loss at this point. A lot of stop loss. So this is your first resistance, is which you can write R1. This is your R2, this is your R3, and you know that this is a nice fake out zone. So they need to move up a bit and then decide to go down. So let me just show you a setup where this has already already happened basically. So I had a setup, I think it was USD ZAR, USD ZAR. Let's look at for the USD ZAR. USD ZAR, oh there it is. So this was the setup I had. I think it was let me just go to the group to actually verify this. Okay. Oh there you have it. It was, I think it was on 30-minute time frame now. There's the setup. There's the setup. Okay, let me just explain it here because it looks much easier. Okay, cool. The charts. Okay, this is the setup that we had on the USD ZAR, the rand, basically the rand against the dollar. So I explain here, you have to look for a Quasimodo level, and then you have to look for a significant resistance or support. So this is the significant resistance. This was resistance. So I had my first R1, I had my R2, I had Moto level at this zone, knowing that they have to take out the stop loss in this zone. So I know they have to go up and trigger all the stop loss on this significant resistance. That's why I said the price is gonna go up, and then when it's reached the QML level, it's gonna drop again. So this was a very nice setup. And then let's look at the after what happened after. What happened after. You see, we got the setup exactly how I explained it. So you see, it triggered, it went up, and it took all the stop loss on the fake out zone where I explained exactly where they're gonna take the stop loss. They took all the stop loss at this point, and then you see they dropped. You see, they're still gonna drop again. They dropped exactly on the QML level. Like I explained, guys, this is not a coincidence and this is not luck. This is what happens over and over again. You just have to practice and just be aware of this kind of trades. It's something that happens. I think the market makers are very lazy. They don't like creating new things. They just focus on what works, and then they've been doing this thing for over and over again. So once you see it, the good thing is once you see it, you'll never unsee it again. So let's just look at some other stuff. Probably there's another fake out that I'm gonna explain. Let's see. Okay, we had this Euro Swiss, we had this. Okay, I had the other setup. I think it was this setup. I think it was the USD CAD, USD CAD. There it is. This was the USD CAD, USD CAD. Let's look for the USD CAD here. At this point, let's use for the USD CAD. USD Swiss. Oh, the USD CAD and the USD Swiss has the similar setup because they correlates. I explained this the same methodology by just looking here. Let me just zoom here so you can see properly. So I explained before it even happened, you just look for a Quasimodo level, and then you look for a significant resistance or support. Basically, there is the Quasimodo level. So this is the whole shoulder, and then this is the head. So there is the break. This low is no longer equal to this low. So this is a downtrend basically. This is where the structure decided to break. So this low is no longer equal to this low. So this zone, this whole almost like a curve, just look, it's a QML. This is a QML. You see, this is a QML. So if I could just draw a nice horizontal line here, this is a nice Quasimodo level. So this is a QML. So where is my significant resistance? There's your significant resistance. So there is my significant resistance. Like I explained, there's a lot of stop loss here at this point. If I could just go here and highlight for you, there it is. There's the setup. You see, this is a high level. So FOZ basically stand for fake out zone. I'm just writing it in a more simpler form. So there's a lot of fake out that will happen here. They have to take out the stop loss at this zone because there's a lot of stops. So that's why I said the price just gonna go up, take out all the stop loss, and then decide to go down again. So let's just look at the chart again. Let's look at the chart. So I know that there's a lot of stop loss here, so they have to trigger the stop loss and then decide to go down again. So let's see what happens. You see, exactly like I explained, they took out the stop loss and then they decided to do what? They decided to drop. Exactly the same way that I explained. The same way that I explained on the chart. You see, this is very nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. You see, exactly the way I explained it, that is gonna move up a bit and then decide to drop. So this what happened exactly the way I try to teach you guys. So let me just delete here. So you see, this was the after result. So make sure if you're still new to the channel, guys, you click the like button. Just click the like button. Click the like button to just show your support. And when I will show you a newsletter, I'm gonna drop the link of the newsletter, just explaining more stuff and more educational content. For now, if you're still new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and you like. Make sure you like, and I'll appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. So bye for now.